There's a moment every man goes through when he stops chasing a woman, pulls his energy back, focuses on his life, and suddenly she becomes more interested than ever. It feels backwards. It feels illogical. It feels like you're doing less and getting more. But that reaction isn't random. It's psychology. Most women don't respond to your words. They respond to your presence, your energy, and your availability. When you're constantly giving, constantly showing interest, constantly chasing, she doesn't feel excitement. She feels certainty, and certainty kills attraction. But the second you step back, something shifts. Her nervous system relaxes. Her curiosity wakes up. Her instincts activate. She starts thinking about you more, wondering why your attention changed, imagining scenarios, replaying moments. And for the first time, she chases the validation instead of you. You didn't manipulate her. You didn't play games. You simply stopped over-investing, and her attraction finally had space to breathe. So in this video, we're going to break down exactly why she likes you more when you pull back, what it reveals about her psychology, and how to handle it like a man instead of falling back into old patterns. Let's get into it. A lot of men don't realize this, but when you pull your energy back, a woman isn't reacting to you. She's reacting to what your absence does inside her mind. Most women, especially avoidant or emotionally guarded ones, feel overwhelmed when a man gives too much attention too quickly. It's not that they don't like you. It's that closeness activates their fear of losing control. When you're always available, always texting first, always trying to keep the connection alive, she starts to feel pressure, even if you're not trying to apply any. But when you step back, her nervous system settles, the intensity drops, and suddenly, she can actually feel attraction again. Because now she has space to wonder about you, space to imagine you with other options, space to question where your attention went, space to feel the uncertainty that creates desire. Humans are wired to value what isn't guaranteed. Women are no different. When your presence is constant, her imagination shuts off. When your presence becomes scarce, her imagination wakes up. And imagination is where attraction grows. Ignoring her doesn't magically make you more attractive. It simply removes the noise that was suffocating the attraction she already had. This is why distance works. It shifts her from, "I know I have him," to "I might lose him." And that emotional contrast pulls her towards you without you lifting a finger. When you stop giving her constant access, the dynamic flips, instantly. Not because you're being manipulative, but because her mind is wired to respond to change, not consistency. Men chase with action. Women chase with attention. The moment you reduce yours, a quiet imbalance forms. And she feels it, not consciously at first, but emotionally, in the same place where attraction lives. Before, she was in control. She knew when you'd text. She knew you were available. She knew she didn't have to put effort in, because you were carrying the entire connection. But when you pull back, the comfort she relied on disappears, and that's when her mind starts working overtime. Why isn't he replying as quickly? Has he lost interest? Is he talking to someone else? Did I push him away? Those questions create internal tension, and humans move toward whatever releases tension. That's why she reaches out more. Why she becomes sweeter, why her tone changes, why she suddenly wants your attention again. Your distance breaks the rhythm she got used to and forces her to re-engage the part of her brain that invests, questions, imagines, and pursues. You didn't change who you are. You change the pattern, and patterns control attraction more than words ever will. Pulling back doesn't make her obsessed with you. It simply removes her ability to take you for granted. And once that's gone, she has to show up differently. Most men don't realize they're turning a woman off with behavior that feels completely normal to them. Not toxic behavior, just overinvestment. When you like her, you naturally text first every time, double message when she's slow, over-explain to avoid misunderstandings, respond instantly, chase reassurance. Try to keep the vibe going. To you, it feels like effort. To her, it feels like pressure. Why? Because when you're doing all the work, there's no room for her to invest. And people don't value what they don't invest in. This is what kills attraction long before rejection ever happens. But when you pull your energy back, even slightly, all of that dies instantly. No more overtexting. No more seeking validation. No more filling every silence. No more proving yourself. Your absence eliminates every unattractive behavior at once. And without you doing anything, she suddenly has to initiate conversations, wonder what you're doing, feel the silence, question her own effort, step into the space you used to fill. That shift is powerful because it doesn't come from manipulation. It comes from self-respect. The man who stops overgiving instantly becomes more attractive than the man who keeps trying harder. Distance works because it forces you to stop chasing and forces her to finally show her interest. Here's the truth. Pulling back only works when it comes from self-control, not strategy. If you're ignoring her to get a reaction, that's manipulation, and it never lasts. But if you're pulling back because you've stopped overgiving, stopped chasing, and started prioritizing your own life, that's strength. That's what she actually responds to. Distance is powerful only when it's real. It looks like this. You stop answering instantly because you're focused on your work. You stop double texting because you're no longer anxious for her reply. You stop chasing her attention because you're building a life that demands yours. You stop filling the silence because you're not afraid of losing someone who puts in less than you do. When the distance comes from genuine groundedness, she feels it, and she can tell the difference between a man who's playing hard to get and a man who simply refuses to abandon his standards. This is the part most men don't understand. If she comes back, you don't suddenly flip and become emotional, clingy, or overly available again. You stay centered. You stay calm. You stay the man she was drawn to when you stopped overinvesting. Distance isn't about punishing her. It's about protecting you. Your time, your focus, your foundation. If she respects that, she'll move toward you. If she doesn't, she'll fade. And that tells you everything you need to know. Handle distance with intention, not emotion. That's what separates boys seeking attention from men who command respect. If there's one thing you take from this video, let it be this. A woman's reaction to your distance isn't the real lesson. Your reaction to your own distance is. When you stop chasing, stop overinvesting, and stop proving your worth, you don't just change the dynamic, you change yourself. You become a man who moves with intention, a man who values his time, a man who doesn't collapse the moment a woman pulls away. And that version of you, he gets respected, he gets chosen, he gets options. Not because he's playing games, but because he's finally acting like a man who knows who he is. If this hit you, if you felt any part of yourself wake up while listening, do something with it. Like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe so you stay in an environment that builds discipline, clarity, and strength. I'll see you in the next one. Stay relentless.